to around 2016 at the tune of close to £1 million. So it was really a big project which focused on health and the water, sanitation and hygiene. It supported rehabilitation of healthcare facilities in Chikwawa, but also construction of healthcare houses, in one of the rural hospitals there in Chikwawa. But in addition to that, it had a component on health systems strengthening of the Ministry of Health, which contributed to the development of guidelines and a training manual for the community, but also from the public health perspective. So it's really another interesting study that we are doing with support from Scotland. Maybe let me stop there, but I may ask Roseanne, who is there, is one of the staff working at WASHTED. She's a research assistant, but also currently she's a PhD student with WASHTED, and she's also having a lot of support from Scotland. She'll be going to Scotland, in fact, in 1 month time. She has a scholarship that she has to go and make some studies there. So, but she was actively involved in the Scotland Chikwawa Health Initiative. So it would be nice also to hear from her what was her experience and how the project contributed to the learners, especially at one of the schools that we work with there. Maybe over to you, Roseanne. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Brief. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so I'll just share one notable project which we did in 2014. So after observing that there was high dropout rates in schools and also prostitution arising from lack of resources, we introduced a project of youth empowerment, which was called My Life, My Choice, I Can Do It. So under that project, we implemented a number of activities, which included career mentoring opportunities. So we were engaging students from Polytechnic and other public universities to empower students in Chikwawa. We were providing bursaries, and we were also engaging sports icons in Malawi. We were also engaging sports icons in Malawi just to support those who had already dropped out of school to also utilize the talents which they have so that they can be doing something beyond that. So, and also there was the hostel project, all with support from Scotland through other institutions. And that project has really brought impact. As we are speaking now, we have one of the Chikwawa student who is now a student here at MUBAS. We have someone who is just completing his studies from Nzuni. And we also have someone who is at UNIMA. So we can see that the project has really brought tremendous impact to the youth. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much. And maybe I can hand over to Kevin, maybe to talk more, to introduce the energy team and also maybe a brief on the projects related to energy. Thank you.
Many thanks. I've got colleagues here, Eriza and Sosten. We are in the renewable energy, and I'll just be in very brief. The motivation for renewable energy projects is to do with the systems which are unsustainable, and to improve the livelihoods of the people once we've put in the technologies in terms of the models. These models are business models to support the systems which have been deployed. So the EMRI project was testing a number of technologies to do with the renewables, and it had 4 work streams. These 4 work streams: the Community Energy Development Program, which looked at strategic energy projects, and these were designed to look into the issue of sustainability, because it was found that most of the systems, once they have been deployed, they could not last more than 3 years. So we're coming up with the detailed designs and comprehensive designs in terms of these systems so that they can last longer and maintain the quality of life for that. And we targeted the schools and the health institutions to improve the health delivery services and to improve the education in terms of learning hours. There are a number of things which we did in terms of capacity building. A capacity building in terms of lack of skills to maintain these systems was not there. So we are carrying out training sessions in renewable energy, developed manuals and modules that would train people in the rural areas. As for the EASE project, what we have done is to scale up to have now microgrids. Microgrids were designed looking at now the sustainability issues and putting up businesses that can support that microgrid and live for quite a long period of time. And my colleague, Eriza, will talk about the impact of the EASE project and some other projects which we've done together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelvin. So, Self-Help Africa, we collaborated with WASHTED and the University of Strathclyde under a project called EASE, where we deployed smart metered solar mini grids and kiosks. And we also built a business model which can scale up that type of rural electrification. So from that very innovative 6-year project, we've seen a lot of impacts. It's small systems, but the impact is very great. And so through the 2 mini grids that we've deployed in the rural villages of Dedza, we have been able to benefit over 500 people directly, and indirectly we are actually reaching over 20,000 people with access to clean and reliable electricity. And we've seen the booming of businesses, new businesses, as you can see on my chart. There are others that are just using a fridge to sell a cold drink, a restaurant which just by putting a TV and boiling water using a kettle, they are able to save a lot of money which they could use on firewood. And even just by using a kettle, they are able to attract customers because they want to taste tea made from a kettle. And yeah, yes. And yeah, other salons, welding, some of these services, people had to walk a distance of 10 kilometers to access some of the services, but now they have everything available in the community. And in terms of the schools, we're also providing free electricity to the schools that are in those communities. And we've seen a great performance in the learners. And we've been able to introduce ICT, which have made the teachers to be able to access electronic teaching and learning materials, and improved teacher retention in the area as well, because most teachers could not stay longer in the communities. They wanted to go to the city, but now with electricity, they are comfortable, and really teacher retention has improved. So briefly, that could
So it's about research. When I see this, I mean, I didn't start actually see even that, it's really making me think, wow. So I mean, like, that our kids are short. We've got a bit lost. We were